I'm just going to do a quick little video on transparency and opaqueness. Opaque colours, which I'm going to do here, have a solidness to them that is necessary in painting from time to time. Certainly if you want to cover stuff up and if you want to get uniform colour without having to be particularly good at your brush strokes, opaque colours are where it's at. I got laughed at by a friend. I say laughed with by a friend, because I compare opaque colours to being like a Fisher-Price toy. So if you get a nice opaque red, like a cad red, or a nice opaque, well, technically it's not an opaque blue, but I think it is, like ultramarine, and a nice opaque yellow, like cad yellow. To me, they look like they belong on a Fisher-Price toy. Whereas if we look at transparency, transparency has this wonderful thing where it might come out of the tube looking like poo, but as soon as you thin it, it gets to this sweet spot where it's just like, choirs of angels sing, and just this kind of it's like looking at stained glass windows. And surprisingly, we can actually see quite a bit of that when representing it with on camera. Woo, camera! So I'm just going to put some oil down. Let's see how much I can put down carefully. Okay, right. So, I should actually share. I've got this medium I love. I say medium. It's a mixture I love that I learnt from Carol Marine, the lady who wrote the book Daily Painting. Wonderful book. I'll just get some of the stuff down. And she has this mixture of paints, of mediums, and it's 1 part odorless mineral, 2 parts linseed oil, and 1 part stand oil. And it's just wonderfully smooth to work with, and it is, what's the word? It leaves your stuff shiny, and it just adds a certain juiciness to your work. Right, clean my palette knife. Ugh. Clean my palette knife, make my fingers dirty. So we've got a couple of opaque paints. So you get an opaque paint. This is fairly opaque. So CADs would be the really great example of these, and similarly your cobalt colours. So they're great colours and they're full on, but they, as you thin it out, it just becomes a thinner version of the same thing. There's no point at which it's just like, so you go straight from solid colour, solid colour, solid colour to weak version. And just going to take, this is Viridian, which is both a opaque colour and a granulating colour if you're doing it in so you see it's just like, it's full on, and then eventually it kind of goes a bit thinner. It glows a little bit, so it's not bad, but it's not like this sweet point where it just goes Sailor Blue's my favourite. Right, anyway, get this guy, because there's not much left on here. There's just transparent orange, so you can see it looks like roughly the same kind of colour as this. We're about to find out it's actually a lot yellower. So transparent orange comes out looking like that, and then as we thin it down, then it just turns into sunshine. There's just like this amazing quality, and the colour itself almost seems to have changed and just glows. This is Phthalo Green. The Phthalos are amazing. Ooh, I'm covered in goo. Woohoo, playing in the mud pies. So often you'll find with a transparent colour, and Phthalo's a great example, it comes out the tube looking really dark, and it's only when you thin it that you get to see its special qualities. So as we thin it, you see we've got this quality, this gem-like quality that was looking impressive a minute ago, but now it kind of looks like a slightly green mud pie. So that is an introduction to transparency. There are places in the palette where we tend not to have very transparent colours, like in the orange leaning reds and in the yellows. Poop. I don't know what I say anymore. Anyway, I'll do another bit on transparencies in a little bit. But if you want something to look juicy, if you can aim for transparent colours, you will get that. If you want something to look substantial and solid and to achieve coverage, you go with opaque. If you can't get the colour you want in transparent version, put down the opaque colour and then glaze it with the nearest transparent colour, and it will just push it up with the zhuzh. So glazing basically means thinning it out to this level but putting it over another colour. Speak in a minute. Ciao.